If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, but let's get right to it. Uh, Sometimes these days when I'm on Netflix, I'll literally spend 40 minutes looking for something to watch. Then all of a sudden I just throw the remote and I'm done because I can't seem to find things that I want to watch. But my wife's really good at picking out certain projects and movies, and we both like documentaries, but documentaries will put me to sleep really quick at the end of the night. But I walk in and she's tucked in. She's really like gung ho about this documentary, My Octopus Teacher. And so I'm laying there and I'm on my phone checking Twitter, bantering about Star Wars, and I'm kind of watching it out of the corner of my eye, and so I started getting into it. Okay, all right, this guy, he's a cinematographer, a filmmaker, a documentary filmmaker, and spoiler alert, I'll spoil some of this. All right, it's the setup really, but this guy, he goes to South Africa, and he goes into a kelp forest, and he starts free diving just to kind of relax. And life's gotten a little crazy, his relationship's strained with his wife and kids, and so he needs to take a pause. And he always enjoyed swimming in the ocean, so he goes to this kelp forest and he's hanging out, and this little octopus comes up to him and starts hanging out with him. And it took a little while because he had to kind of swim to it and befriend it. And believe it or not, as I'm watching this, these octopuses are really smart. These guys, they're smart. And this one's a female. And so basically he's kind of watching this entire thing play out, its life, where it stays in the little coral and the rocks and hides and then gets its prey. And then finally, it wanted to reach out and touch him, and then they became friends. Okay, this guy who's down and out with an octopus in a kelp bed in South Africa. Who knew? But it was really heartwarming and touching. I really enjoyed this documentary. It was some scary moments where the shark started attacking the octopus, and he rips one of its legs off. And the guy panics, and he doesn't want to intervene in nature. So he doesn't, even though the octopus comes up to him and is like, "Hey, how you doing?" and attaches on him and rides his back, and he doesn't want to intervene in the life cycle of an octopus. But then you find out an octopus's life cycle is 6 months, and then it's dead. Dead. They don't live forever. They don't live to be a year old, 100 years old. Like a shark will live they don't even know how long certain sharks live in the ocean and stuff. Octopuses die in 6 months. Okay? Now, see, I don't feel so bad now if I eat one at a sushi bar, because it wasn't going to be around long at all anyway. So why let it go to waste? And so this guy loves this. He falls in love with this octopus. He falls in love with the octopus. And the shark rips one of its legs off. It's violent. It's a very violent. It's scary. But then he realizes this thing, it finds a mate. And then once it mates, that's it. The life cycle's over. It's going to die. Once it gives its eggs out, puts its eggs out, it just dies. And, it was sad. I got a little teary-eyed. I'm not going to lie. I felt bad for the guy that his octopus died. But I'll tell you what, out of all the things on Netflix recently, this is a win. If you want to watch this, I know I spoiled a lot of it. It's still beautifully shot because the guy's a filmmaker, so it's underwater photography, slow motion, a lot of slow motion, a lot of spa music playing in the background. You could fall asleep watching this, so you don't want to be ready to go to bed when you hit play, but you really should check it out. And that's my thoughts and everything about My Octopus Teacher. It's on Netflix. It's been out for about 4 months. Check it out. And We'll see you on the next video.